Hello and welcome to my channel Debt Free Me. My name is Yana. I am a 34-year-old mom and wife and I am on a debt-free journey. In today's video, I am going to be going over my monthly paycheck. I am a salary employee, so I get paid once a month. And so I need to go ahead and make my spending plan so I can make sure that this money lasts me until I get paid again. So the first thing we're going to look at is my income source. And so I got my paycheck. Now I budgeted $5,846. I did get a raise in this paycheck. However, I do not want to put that money in the spending plan because I am highly thinking about putting that money towards my retirement fund instead of putting that extra money into my spending plan. My husband did send over $400. Me and my husband do not share finances. He does send me $400 every month. Remaining left to budget is the $400 that my husband sent me. And the reason why I haven't given this $400 a job is because I don't know if I want to put it towards savings or I don't know if I want to put it towards debt. And the reason why I say that is because with all that's going on in the world in this economy, people are being laid off and losing their jobs. And that's why I want to put the money towards savings so that I can build up my emergency fund. My high yield savings account is my emergency fund. And so it is not where I want it to be, but it is over the $1,000 that Dave Ramsey says it should be. So in one sense, I would like to put it towards savings for that reason. And then in the other sense, I want to put it towards debt because y'all, I am tired of this debt. I have been paying off debt since October 2023 and I am just ready to be freed from it. That is why my channel name is Debt Free Me, because I'm ready for this debt to free me. I'm ready to be done with it. But I also don't want to make decisions in which I will pay for it later down the line. So I have not done anything with this money yet. When I figure it out, I will come back and let you all know. All right, let's go ahead and start with my bills. So in my bills category, so my rent was $1,579.30. And that also includes like my utilities too. My energy bill, I also knew what that was going to be, and that was $143.03, and I already went ahead and paid that. I know this is my spending plan and not my closeout, but this is the way my brain works. If I'm spending it, I need to go ahead and write it down and make sure I get this money out my account because I will then think like, oh, I have all of this money, I could just spend it on whatever I want, and then I'll be in trouble. I'm sorry, you guys. I had to put this in here. For my Nana's mortgage, I did put $31 aside. For anyone that's new here, my nephew lives in my Nana's home and he does pay the mortgage, but there has recently been an increase. And so instead of charging him the extra $31, I just go ahead and pay that. For life insurance, I put aside the $55. For Amazon, $20 is what I put aside for that. And then for worship, my laybys, I did put $400 aside and I went ahead and took that money out the bank. For Disney Plus, this is a new bill. I want to get Disney Plus because if you don't know, I am a BTS fan over here, and Jungkook and Jimin's second season of their show is coming out, and I want to be able to watch that. I am putting $20 aside for that. I hope it's not more expensive than that, but if it is, I'll adjust. For my expenses, and again, you guys, I'm sorry, but I have already given myself this money and put those money in those accounts. So I have given myself $700 for food. All right, for my hair fund, I put $200 aside, which I'm not really confident in this. And here's the reason why. Me and my daughter are both getting our hair done twice in the month of December or within my December paycheck. The reason for that is my daughter has to have her hair a certain way for her parade and also her ballet performance that's coming up. which is basically naturally straight hair. We are African American. It's not going to last too long, especially kids. Like, she's running and doing all the things to sweat her hair out. She's going to get her hair done twice. I also got my hair straightened, and I'm going to need to get my hair done again within this paycheck. So I don't know if this $200 is going to be enough, but we'll see. For my daughter's school lunch, or basically her account, I put $200 aside. There's some things I need to get for her ballet, so like some white shoes for her and me, some sweatshirts for the parade, and then also her school is having the Scholastic Book Fair coming up. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We'll see. Car gas, I put $100, but it is Christmas time and we're doing a lot of driving for my daughter's ballet practice back and forth. So I don't know if this is going to be enough, but the good news is I am hybrid. In this month, I do not really have to go into work. So I will be saving on gas there. Massage, I did put aside $100. For a household, I put aside $100. For medical, I put aside $100. Takeout, I put $150, which is more than it was last month. I usually do $100. However, I put $150 because of our Christmas family tradition. We generally do not cook and we eat Chinese food on Christmas Day. For my birthday fund, I put $220 aside. I hope that this will be enough. I do like to treat myself. I also brought an outfit and some things for myself to wear for my birthday and for my birthday activity. I just hope it's enough with everything going on with the tariffs and everything just being expensive. I don't know. We'll see. For my Christmas fund, I did put $100 aside for that. And I do have the rest of this money in my binder. I am not going to take this money out and stuff it in my binder because I'm going to be spending the money. So I'm actually going to take the money out of my binder and put it in my account so that I can spend online and buy the items that I want. I am a digital girly, so I spend everything or I put everything on a credit card and then I pay that credit card off. And I know people say they do it monthly. I do it weekly or whenever that balance comes to where I can pay it off because I don't like money sitting in my account. Again, like I said, I will be just spending. And then for my miscellaneous account, I put aside $27.67. Savings for my daughter's account, I am budgeting $100 for her and then $100 for my account, which is basically my emergency fund. And now for my debt section, I target to put aside $1,000 to pay on my Discover credit card. And so I'm hoping to actually be able to do that. For my student loans, I put $300 aside. The payment is actually about $274 and some change, but I always pay $300. And then for my city credit card, I do put $100 aside for that as well. Here's our expenses remaining check-in. So I went ahead and put my rollover balance from last month so that I know how much money I will have in total to spend. So for my food category, I had $35.78 left over in that account. And so when I put that $700 that I had put aside, that equal a total of $735.78. For my hair fund, I had $234.09 left. I added the $200 and that made it a total of $434.09. For my daughter's account, I had $20.04 left over. And then when I added that $200 to her account, that brought it up to a total of $220.04. For my car gas fund, I had $28.98 left over. Now that I added the $100, I have $128.98. For my massage fund, I had zero monies left over, but I did budget the $100, and so I have $100 to spend in this category. For my household, I had $7.33 left over. I put the $100 that I budgeted for it, and so that equaled a total of $107.36. For my medical, I had no money left over, but with the money that I have now for this month, that came to a total of $100 I have to spend. For my takeout fund, I had $14.37 left, and for with the $150 that I put aside for this fund, I now have $164.37. For my birthday, this was not a category last month, so I had nothing to roll over into this category, but I did put the $220 aside for my birthday fund, so that's what I have left to spend. And then for my Christmas category, I have $395 left over, and with that $100 that I budgeted, I now have $495 to spend in total for Christmas. And with my miscellaneous fund, I had $14.12 as rollover, and then with the $27.67, I now have a total of $41.79 to spend out of this account. So these are all my categories and what I have to spend for the whole month of December. This is going to be a trying month for me because it's a lot going on. That's all I have for today's video. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.